My name's Lucy, and I'm openly bisexual. And you know what? I'm proud. Every single person in the world has their own story to their life, and to the people that have come out as lesbian or gay or bisexual or trans, they each have their own story too. And I'm about to tell you mine. My life has been far from easy. My life has revolved around being bullied, like every single day of the year, every day, all the time. When I finally realised I had the potential to be who I wanted to be, I got bullied even more. 5 years ago, I realised that I was bisexual. I realised that I liked girls as much as I liked boys, and sometimes I even liked girls more than I liked boys. But it scared the crap out of me because it wasn't normal for the people in my town to like someone of their own gender. I had my first girlfriend, and when it came to explaining the relationship to everyone else, they always asked me about it, and I just said that I was in a relationship with a boy, I had a boyfriend as far as they knew. Luckily, my girlfriend at the time, she understood how scared I was, and she shouldn't have had to, because, I shouldn't have been scared, but I just felt really embarrassed, because once again, I was the odd one out, It was more reason for me to get bullied, and I didn't want that. I didn't want to be me. I didn't want to be who I was. I was scared, and I just wanted to disappear. I told one of my friends. She used to talk to me about how she had gay friends and how she accepted them. And I thought, maybe now's the time to tell someone, because I'd only been hiding it for a few months, and I was scared. In the end, I had to take it back. She freaked out. She questioned me, and I stood there, and I said to her, I was like, no, I was only lying, I was just joking around. I just wanted to see how you'd react. When you're supposed to be really close with someone who's meant to accept you no matter what, who's not meant to judge you. Bullshit. Then, 2 years later, I was in a lesson, and I was confronted about my sexuality. They'd heard about my recent relationship with a girl, and they wanted to know if it was true, but I didn't say anything, I just ignored them. And then, a week later or so, I was in a lesson with, a few of my friends, and I was talking to one of them about it, saying that it's a scary thing. I don't know what to do. There was one of the popular kids nearby, the kind of people who think they're so much better than everyone else all the time, they can do everything better. And they overheard the conversation. Now, I'm not even lying when I say that it got around the whole school within half an hour. And there were people coming up to me all the time during that day, saying, is it true? Are you really bisexual? Do you really like girls? And they took things way too far. Luckily, at this point, I only had 1 month left at school. But honestly, that was the longest month ever, because it just became unbearable. And I just couldn't handle it. I really couldn't. But I think this was the turning point. I realised I've only got a few weeks left here. They want to know the truth. I don't have anything to hide anymore because they already know, and I'll probably never have to see any of these people ever again. And I just thought, well, why should I hide who I am? It doesn't matter to anyone but me. And they didn't like it again. They would take the piss, they would laugh, they would joke, they would say mean things about me behind my back. And that was one of the worst months of my life. The last month of school was meant to be enjoyable, but no. It was the girls. They were the worst to deal with. They thought, I would never be with a girl, so why should anyone else? The boys, they were okay with it. They didn't care. In fact, it was really easy for me to get along with boys because they're less bitchy than girls. And every time a girl asked me if I was really bisexual, she'd walk away in disgust. And then it came to starting college, and this is one of the biggest changes in my life because I finally get away from everyone at school, and everyone in my college class was just more accepting, and they liked the fact that I had a girlfriend. They liked the fact that I was different. You know, they liked that I like girls. You know, they accepted me straight away. They didn't ask questions all the time. I spent 3 years hiding from myself, hiding the truth, self-harming, attempting suicide, all because I was scared of what would happen if I came out. You don't need to hide who you are, but I just didn't know what was going on in my head. But I overcame it, and so can you. But the thing is, if somebody can't accept you because you can come out, you can accept your sexuality, maybe they have troubles dealing with their sexuality, but they just don't want to admit it. You just shouldn't pay any attention to them whatsoever, because a few weeks after I came out, someone else came out. I can't remember one single person coming out before. So, you see what I did? Maybe you could give the courage for someone else to come out. Maybe there's someone you know who's gay or lesbian or bi or trans. Maybe if you can accept yourself, and they'll maybe follow you, and you'll give them the courage to do that, and that would be something to be so proud of. As I said, everyone has a different story, and that was mine. And if people aren't willing to accept you for who you are, then don't worry about them, because I can guarantee you there are so many more people in the world who will. No matter how much you're scared, no matter how much you're worried, maybe it's time to confront your fears. I mean, after all, it all gets better from there. If you've just come out, if you've just admitted to everyone, if you've told the truth that you're lesbian or gay, bisexual, trans, then I'm proud of you. You've accomplished one of the hardest things you'll probably have to do in life. You know, things change, people change their minds, and you know what? You should be around to see it. I mean, don't let the homophobes of today get you down. Don't let people tell you that you can't marry who you love, that you can't have a family with someone you love just because they're of the same gender. It's not about them, it's about you. I mean, you are who you are. You can either accept that, or you can regret it. It's your choice. But just remember one thing, it gets better.